James 1, verse 5. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, and it will be given to you.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Grow from Home. We're continuing our series called Wise, looking at the wisdom of Solomon. This week, we're going to look at an interesting passage. Solomon does something in this passage that is really cool, and he uses wisdom to figure out the truth between someone who is lying and someone who is telling the truth to him. And he figures out who is the truth teller and who is the liar in it. So it's a really cool passage. It comes from 1 Kings chapter 3, verses 16 through 28. All right, but before we get into that, our big idea for this week is we can ask God for the right words. All right? So, parents, kids, take a moment, pause the video, and read 1 Kings chapter 3, verses 16 through 28. I'll wait. Okay, hopefully you paused the video, read the passage. So in this passage, Solomon is presented with an issue. He's doing the duty of a king. People are coming to him with their problems. He's solving them. These two particular ladies come in. They both had a baby, roughly the same time. One baby died, and the mother of that child steals the baby of the other mother, trying to say it's hers. Okay? So they go before Solomon. Solomon's job is to figure out which woman is the real mother. Well, he does something most of us probably wouldn't think to do. And it sounds kind of crazy when you stop and think about it. He looks and he says, hey, cut the baby in half, and then give the half to each woman. Now, you hear that and you go, well, that would be murder and kill the baby. But Solomon, being the wise man that he was, and have seeking the wisdom of God, knew what was going to happen next. So of the two women, one woman says, that's fine. The other woman says, no, keep the baby alive and let her have him so the child may live. And then Solomon says, take the baby, give it to the mother that said, let the baby live, because that was the real mother. Because no, the real mother was not going to let her child die. And she would rather live without it than have that child die. The wisdom it took to not just know that the real mother would do the right thing, but to come up with a plan to allow the real mother to reveal herself took real wisdom, and that wisdom came from God. All right, so a couple questions. What was the issue the women brought before Solomon? That's right. Who was the mother of the baby? How did he solve the problem? In a way, most of us probably would not have thought of, but he gave the mother an opportunity to reveal herself through her actions. Okay. What is a way, parents, discuss this with your kids, what is a way God has given you the right words to say to someone? Talk about it with your kids, discuss with them, help them understand that we can trust God, we can rely on God, and we can ask Him to give us the words to say to help us in everyday life, to help us explain a situation where we're in trouble or just where we need guidance. All right. See everyone next week.